Hello and welcome to episode number 48 of this Let's Play Workers and Resources Soviet Republic here at HanniballNOR's channel. So last episode we got our little train thing going. We are going to be, sending him back over the border where he came from eventually. But for now, we'll keep him until we get our rail construction up towards here. So, yeah, let's see here. Cat is just being a little bit obnoxious. So, yeah, we are planning a little bit of a rail construction here so we can make our own trains. And we're going to be doing a steam train only kind of scenario. So, this is kind of a little bit of an abnormally. Oh, gosh. Yeah, so yeah, as soon as we get this, because we were a little bit too late with getting our steam track layers. I've also been thinking about this. I think we don't want this here. It's way too much. Yeah. I think just a small aggregate thing could be here. Let's see, we're gonna be loading from here. Loading, yes. Yeah, one of you. So if we... can we... wait. Yeah, there we go. So if we get you into about here. Kind of hard to see. Yeah, if we get you into here, I think that would be a little bit better. Yep. So we'll remove that and we'll get a road coming up here. And then you can just go straight in here without any problems. Okay, dokie. And we would like to have you and you be coming in there. I was kind of thinking, was there anything else I wanted to do with a track here? Probably. Oh, by the way, we are going to need to build this thing here. Which we currently are working on. And I'm also thinking, what could possibly go wrong here? Oh, I don't know. Okay, so let's say this is on fire. Because that could potentially happen, right? Maybe we would like to have a little bypass track here. That kind of goes in here. We just get some proper tracks in here, like so. So then you could come up and in here. Like so. So we'll have like a little bypass track in case something goes wrong here with the coaling station. And then... actually, it is this guy, right? Yep. And then we would like you to come up here. Why? Like so, okay. That seems doable. I also wonder if we can remove some of the grass that is growing here. And the tree. Did we actually build something here? No. Okay. So we'll have a bypass lane here, which means this is going to be a... Let me just think here. You're going to come in here. You're going to go out here. And then we're going to need to have... I am kind of tempted to have... Yeah, all of this is going to be, and then we're just going to have these be like mixed signals. Yeah, that's how it's going to do. How it's going to be. I'm also tempted to have a other road coming up here. And the reason is a little bit kind of similar to why we would like to have a bypass station here. If there is a train loading here, right? And there is a fire, there shouldn't be any firefighters coming in here, right? So better safe than sorry, I guess. So what if we did... That was a dumb idea. That was a dumb idea. Okay, good. So could we get you out there, and then you're gonna come out here, make a snapping point here, then we're gonna be removing those again, and then get you in here, and then you should be able to get straight in here. So basically, if a train comes in here, loads and blocks this area off, they should be able to go down here. And again, if the train comes in here and blocks this path off, they should be able to go in here. Or at least, that is what I'm hoping for. There are several other things that I would really like to do, but let's see, how are things progressing here? They are progressing, which is nice. We could potentially add in some more stuff here. Yes. Let me see. I feel like there was another thing that I wanted to do here, but what could that possibly be? That's a good question. Well, I might have forgotten. One thing we could have done is to bring this train track all the way out here. See if that is going to be a thing we would like to do. And then potentially cross over here. Yeah, so that is going to be a bridge. So we're going to be bridging over here. It could be a tunnel as well, but let's do a bridge. So let's say we do 2, 3. That correct? Not quite. It's not going to look any good, is it? If we get from that side. Well, at least we have some of the pillars here. And then we would like to have you coming over here and you coming over here. It's going to be a little bit wonky, but okay. And this was 55 meters. If I have my memory correct. So 56 meters, that's good enough. And then we would like to have you coming into that one. And then you coming into that one. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. And then we could have another unloading station here. Yeah, that seems like a fairly decent idea. Unloading station. Okay, that should do it. Unloading, please. Thank you. Well, this isn't built yet, so... Oh, I see, I see. Okay, and we're just going to be a little bit secure about this. Like so. And we don't want to build you. And we would like to build those roads here. Yeah, that's fine. Then you're gonna come up here. We might want to bring this back a little bit. Yeah. Just a little bit. Yeah, how can I make this look nice and cute? Well, we could bring it all the way up here. Like so. And then... Oh, the train's gonna hate this, but I think we're gonna have to take a kind of sharp turn out here. And then have you coming in here. Like so. Oh boy. Yeah, this doesn't look very nice, does it? I think we actually need to turn this around. Now, if we have it... Could also have it come in on this side. Like so. Alright, what's on fire? Oh no! What could possibly go wrong? There's definitely a lot of firefighters heading towards this place. Yep, that's good. Good, good, good. Yeah, and then you need to come in here. Maybe we'll move the bridge. Maybe that is potentially the best idea. If we have the bridge coming 2, 4, and 6. 3 up. At least we're gonna have the beams in the right place. So 2, 4, and 6. Go down. 2, 4, and 6, and up. 2, 3. Not like overly happy with this, but okay. What if we do that and that? Like so. You come in here. It's gonna be like a little S-bend here, but we're just gonna have to live with that fact, and then we could have the train coming in here. Like so. And then theoretically we could just have you coming in here. Like so. So it'll come in here, and then you can turn around and go out the other way. Okay, so we have kind of like a little plan here with our... Gosh, this is nasty. And then this train is going to go onwards towards the farm that we will eventually have here. Yes. Alright, so how are we doing? We are doing fine. Still have a couple of things that we need to mark up here. Let's see here. Do we have another thing we should do? We should save us a little bit of workers. Let's do that. Which is going to be a very painful thing. No. So all the roads that has room for... Yeah, like you, for example. You don't need any workers. No need for workers. No need for workers. We should have done this, like... Oh, don't crash, please. Thank you. Doesn't take much to make me a happy camper, but... yeah, this is going to be... very tedious. You know what? I'll pause the game and I'll let you guys skip watching this. All right, so we are almost done. There we go. Okay, so we're probably gonna be getting some of this messed up, I would imagine. Also, by the way, what are we doing when it comes to research? A little bit of everything. I don't think we need more stuff here. What happened? Fires, and a new chassis. Okie dokie. Okay, you need, and And you can have a... Well, you don't need the stuff. Yes, and we are close to 1,000,000 rubles. Is that going to be all right, or... Yeah. So I kind of also think we're going to be planning out a bus route. So when time comes, we're going to be making a bus route that takes workers from here, goes in here, drop off the workers, which is a little bit unfortunate because they're going to have to cross traffic, right? Would have been better if this was on this side. And then the bus is going to come out here and go in here, pick up people, then go in here, drop off people, and end station. And then we're going to do the same in return. You're going to go in here and here. I feel like we forgot one. Yeah, this one here. Yeah. Another thing that I was thinking of, and that is we might have more police. Yeah, so I think maybe this would have been a good place for a police station. Let's see here. What is the temperature of you? 83. So, theoretically, 83 would be good enough to... that should bring it all the way down to 90, right? Oh, hello, Snow. Nice of you to show up. Police. This one here. So that is going to be a little less than... Oh, it's not going to be good enough. Might be a little cold here. So remember, we lose 3 degrees per 100 meters. So that would have been 80 degrees, right? And that's kind of what we need to have... yeah, that's kind of what we need it to be. So maybe this isn't the best place for a police station. Or anything, for that matter. Well, that's unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. We're also going to have to... let's see here. We're going to have to make sure that... do we need this to be built? No, we don't need this to be built yet. But we do need to get this built here. So can we get you built? Yes. Yes. Yeah, I kind of feel like we're doing fine. I'm just so glad that I finally understood the heating mechanic. It just popped for me, I guess. It's about time. I've been playing almost 6,000, now 5,000 hours in this game. Is there anything we could do to improve anything now? What that potentially is... I'm just trying to think how we could improve our little city here. I think we're not going to be building too much. We're just going to focus on getting this built. Is there any... yeah, let's do this a better way. We'll go in here. Is there any buses? What are these? We could potentially have sought to have upgraded some of the buses. Yeah, we could do that. Okay, give me a second. Let me just pause the bus transfer. If we can find it. Bus. Okay, can I tell you to live here for a microsecond? And then we'll tell you to make buses. So we'll make, let's make like, I don't know, 10 buses. And, yeah, 10 buses. That's gonna be good, right? So that means we can void all the other ones, or, put them in the scrapper. Now, I don't think they are... There we go. I don't think they are that complicated to make. So if we now go over to... What was it? This guy. Send you to the scrapper. Then the next guy. Oh, we're gonna have to wait for the vehicle to be finished, which is... Did we see some blinking here? I don't think we did. Okay, then we need you to be redone. And we'll just speed up time while we wait for the other one. We can also go and check the research here. Let's do this one. Something we might need in the future. Yeah, so this is going to cost us money. Well, it's not going to cost us money. Well, it is costing us money, but just not generating us as much money. Another one. Yeah, you're going to the depot. With 17 people aboard. Nice. That's another one. Where did you go? Yeah, so we only have 3 left of those. With another 17 people aboard. Okie dokie. We're currently in the scrapping yard and we are waiting for another bus to be done. There we go. We'll just click on that until we get like this number here. Spam clicking this could be a little bit tedious because it might mess up your... it might mess up. So let's say we have a police station, right? It has 8 vehicles, and if you just spam click it, and all the vehicles in here are... all the 8 vehicles in the police station are ready for recycling, and you spam click it, the police station can accidentally receive 9 police cars, which will block the entire process. So that is something we should try to avoid, spam clicking the replacement button. Right, there's another one. Where did it go? Here. It's actually the last one. And it's going straight to the scrapper. And I feel like we are using quite a lot of money. And that is the last one. Did it just do it by itself? Maybe it did. Because it doesn't seem like we have any more of those. Okay, so that means we can send you back through that route again. And we're going to be... Well, as soon as these are done, we'll demolish that order. Let's see here, what was that? Should we do... yeah, let's do the TV setup. Maybe we can get that one done. Alright, so when you are done, we'll remove the order of 10. And then we're gonna have to start making money again. There we go. Global prices for coal is going up. Actually not good. There we go. And how are things progressing down here? We have like just a little bit of stuff here to go to. Let's also have a look and see how this one is doing. It's slowly but surely making its way. Anything new here? Yep, you and you. Since you have a paver, let's set you up to a high priority. Another thing that I'm curious about, can you guys be carried by an SKD? Yes, you can. Do we have anything else here that might... Can you be carried by an SKD? Yes, you can. Okay, so we'll tell them... Oh, we are already telling them to do that. So the SKD is delivering the resources. Yeah. We are making progress. Yep. No workers needed. No workers needed. And it seems like we have forgotten an entire set of roads here. You set you up to high priority so we can free up the other vehicles. Same with you. Set you up to high priority. Yeah, so we are now officially making money again, I think. Well, we're definitely not in the 400s. Also, you are loading here and unloading stuff here. That's something we need? I think so. Yeah, you're just gonna load... No, sorry. You're gonna unload to 20. Let's see, say 30. Let's say 50%. Custom house. Yeah, you're gonna be doing whatever you're doing there. And... Wait, are we not picking up from the scrapping? Yeah, we are. Okay, good. Do we have any SKDs here? Yeah, all the open holes would also have been very nice if they could have been replenished. But all in good time, right? All in good time. Things we don't have. Waste truck, water, sewage. I think the only thing we don't actually have is a police truck. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. 5. So we kind of need to make another one of those for a police car. And these fires. Oh, hospital is on... No, it's the school. School's on fire. School's out for today. Oh, come on. Get it done. Good job. Good job. Okay. Man, I'm really looking forward to, excuse me, to getting to work on this. Right, let's see if we can find some pavers here. You are a paver. Set you up to high priority. Set you up to a high priority. You're just gonna be... Oh, slow and steady wins the race, right? Also, what are we not making underground here? We're not making... This, could you leave the microphone alone, Katsuki, please? Just for once. Yeah, so we should be making... Actually, we should not be making this. This is going nowhere, right? And we are making those. We have water and sewage here. I'm not very happy with that pipe, but okay, it is what it is. And it works. So, how do we want to set this up? Basically, what I'm thinking is we're gonna have... We're gonna have these people here walk over to here. And from here, we'll send them up to here. So we'll have a fairly big portion of the workers walking up to this bus stop here. And then from here, this bus stop here, which actually the plan was to bring the workers from here up to here and then bus them from here and up to here. But I don't think that is necessary anymore. So we could potentially plan for another industry. Or we could plan for another way of picking up workers, which we are... Where are we picking up the workers? Here. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good at all. Huh. Another thing we probably should also do is go over this manually, because I do not think that our construction offices are picking up anything new at the moment. So let's just, yeah, look at that. Plenty of stuff that needs to be reconstructed. So just in case we have a worst case scenario, we're going to be setting this up to a high priority on all of them, please. That should do it. So yeah, a little farming area here I think could be cool. Even though we are playing in the Siberia, so we are probably not going to get a lot of grain out of it. Oh, speaking of, because there are a couple of vehicles, like for example the harvesters, that cannot be moved by truck. I don't think there is any trucks that can move any of our harvesters. So maybe we'll have one dedicated train here, and we'll set that train up to... Well, we're gonna have to deliver the harvester somewhere. Could it have been so easy that we just set them to go from here and into another one of those? So you pick up harvesters and you go in here and you go back. Nah, because this is going to be stupid. So you're going to go in here And then you're going to have to go back out here, down, all the way down to sell it, even if we are empty, and then go back up. In here, pick up, move them in here. Move them out here, move them back. Maybe, maybe not. It could be that we will have quite a few, well, we have room for it if we need it to be, I think. The only problem is we're gonna need to have like a little thing here, right? Let me test something real quick. Can we turn off the activation thing here a little bit? Thank you. So it's gonna work the same as these, but we are gonna be using a train to move them instead. So large, small. I don't think we need a very large, just a large one should be more than enough. So would we be able to do no, you need to be further out or further up. Come on. Then you need to come in here somehow. Okay, what if we... It is not good enough, is it? So it's going to be something like that. Yeah, it needs to be even higher up. Like so, and from here, yeah, then we can't make that go in here, but we could theoretically have made you... No? No, I don't think that is kind of what we want. So, yeah, we'll have to figure something out later. What to do with farm equipment and such. We're also working on the coaling station. And bada bim, just in the nick of time, we are... That was just in the nick of time. Good, good. Okay. 40 degrees Celsius. How cold is it in our town? It's cold. So, let's see here. We are minus 38 now. I feel like... is that in the university? Yeah. Usually when they come into the university, they start with low health. But I was kind of thinking here. Yeah. So 76 is not good. We kind of would like to wait until we can see like 40 something. Okay, so at a temperature of 40, we're gonna have to find somewhere which is around 15. These are good. This is like 15. Right? So 77, it's too cold. So 70 to 80, so, yeah, 78 to 80 I think is just the right temperature. For 40 degrees, but then again, it can get colder than that. Let's see if it gets any colder. Yeah, it does. So now you're at 80. Yeah, I think maybe 82 is like the ideal. Temperature. So it takes a little time between the heat comes out here until it gets spread out to the apartment. That makes sense. Yeah, so it needs to be around 8, I think 80, preferably above 80. So the way we calculate that is we start from here at 90 degrees Celsius, right? Yeah, kind of 90 degrees Celsius, and then it goes down to wherever it goes down to here. So this is 500 meters pipe, because this is losing, well, a little bit less than that, because this is using 5, it's losing 5 degrees Celsius here. And then it will be spread out to, let's see, here, where it loses a little bit more than 30. I do a high priority on you. Will you go up in temperature then? Yeah, I'm not quite sure how the priority system works, but I have like a theory. Speaking of a theory, where is all my money going? I think they're going towards fixing up my town. And building all the stuff underground. Maybe? You don't need workers. 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 Let's set that to high priority so we can get this one done, so we can yeah, release those 2 dumper trucks, because that's kind of where our excuse me. Yeah, that's kind of where we're falling short. Lack of dumper trucks. But man, we are really really getting somewhere here. Yeah. But yeah, it's probably going to take a couple of episodes before we get to start building these. And speaking of, we are... What are we building? I guess we are building the heating pipes, since we are so low on money. Have a look here. Last month we spent 300,000 on steel and electronics. Yeah, so we probably are building stuff here. Also, Katsky, would you please, for the love of all that is holy, just let me record an episode in peace for once. Would have been very nice. It would have been very, very nice. Okay, so what are we doing here? Okay, so we are making... Wait, where are you going? You're going in here. No? No, you're going to get fuel. Alright, that makes sense. Alright, go and get fuel. And deliver that. So I would imagine that this will be... No? I thought we would... Oh, whoa. What is this? Not out of anything. What a lie. We're not repairing anything, which is nice. Speaking of repairing, let's go in and do the entire map. So wear and tear. Yeah, we definitely need to do that. So that means we're going to be repairing a couple of these. Right? Yep. Good. So... Oh my, I swallowed a cat here, I believe. Let's have a look at this. I kind of don't like this. But other than that, the model looks kind of cool. Yeah. Kind of cool. Well, I guess I know what the thumbnails for today is going to be. Oh, by the way, we kind of also would like to get the road up here going, right? Desperately feel like there is something we have forgotten here. Let's make sure that we're not using any workers for that. Any workers for that. Any workers for that. You need workers, and you need workers. Oh, and we also need to activate them. Like so, and we probably also would like to have this being made, right? Yep. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. But yeah, I still feel like there is quite a lot of these slower vehicles, like the waste truck here. We were making waste trucks, right? Yeah, we were making the T138. Now, is there a chance we can... No, because we haven't set them in here yet. That is the sewage truck. Yep, you go here. So will we see... Yeah, look at that. They're instantly being... yeah, and you can move twice as much and drive 70 kilometers per hour. That's nice. So that means we're going to get more sewage money. Which is nice. Look at that. 300 rubles. Which means we're also going to be polluting more here. And can we, by any chance, see how much we are polluting? So this one is polluting, and we are within margins of errors. These might have a couple of hits of pollution. 90% health almost. Man. It's pretty decent. Alright, making any progress here? Yep, you and you. No workers for you. No workers for you, because you could have a thing in it. No workers for you. No workers for you. No workers for you. Actually, no workers for you either. You need workers, you need workers, you need workers. You have room for a mechanism, but we have already taken care of that. Yes. Oh, all of these. Now all of these can operate without workers. Yeah, so basically what I think we're gonna do, we're kind of done with all of those, kind of done with all of those. Yeah, we are making progress here. Oh, wait. Knew it. A little bit of tedious work. But it is for the greater good. It means we're gonna send less workers out here and have more workers in our factories. Which, then again, it's only 2 of them, but still. And we've done all of those, right? All of those. All of those. But there is... this one needs to be done. No. There we go. This one needs to be done. Understand why we haven't built those roads there, but okay. You need to be done. And we'll wait for that one. Okay. Okay. How are we doing for time? I guess we're kinda out of time? I got a little bit, yeah. So, yeah. Coaling station, you said. Getting a little bit of... yeah, we kind of need to be a little bit smaller. Kind of something like that. Yeah, I think that is going to be our thumbnail for today. So with that, my friends, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, would you kindly click that like button? There should be a subscribe button in the comment section. All the good stuff you can find underneath the video. And all interactions goes far, helping us fight that pesky YouTube algorithm. So yeah, until next time, take care and keep smiling.